Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's gonna be a real quick video today, simply because it is freaking cold out here. Let me go ahead and stress thoroughly that I do not recommend doing speed tests or anything like that when it's this cold outside. If you're familiar with lipos, RCs in general, then you know that cold weather severely hampers battery performance, so try this at your own risk. Right now we have the Turnigy 3S in here that I showed in the other video. So it is a 75C 5000 mAh 3S. So anyway, we have the 4S version of this exact battery, 5000 mAh 75C. We have it a 4S. So today's test is basically going to be to check and see if we gained any speed by upgrading the ESC. Everything is identical today as it was in our last test. Okay, except we no longer have the little stock 45 amp ESC in here. We have a, what I consider a 10th scale, or you know, maybe a little larger, 120 amp 2 to 4S ESC. So we're going to run it at the exact same place, pretty much the exact same conditions we ran it in the last time. Got an onboard camera on there this time too, and just see if we pick up any speed from going to a larger ESC. And then we're going to check and see if what we gain in going to 4S. Probably not going to be the best footage today, guys, so bear with me if you get irritated. I apologize, but it is cold out here and we're just going to wing it and do the best we can. Looks like we got a car coming already. Figures. Here we go, guys. Here we go. There's about half throttle, half. Full throttle, full throttle, full throttle. Straight as an arrow. Couldn't ask for these Rlaarlos. I'm telling you guys, you can't ask for a better RC to be straight out of the box. Here we go, guys. We'll run it back, half, 3/4, full throttle, full throttle. So let's see if we did. Now this is a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, guys, so got plenty of run time in it. It's just what's affecting us, going to affect us today, is temperature. So let's hit stop. Let's hit read. Boom, guys. There's all the proof you need. 51 miles per hour. And all we changed, guys, was the ESC. Now we are running a different brand battery. Okay, I wanted to test these batteries. So I know some of you probably gonna come at me and say that that's not an accurate test because I'm not using the same battery. That's true. Okay, but if anybody is familiar with those CNHL Black Series, those little shorty packs, you know they're stout. And I'm sorry I don't have the little CNHL Black Series with me. At least I don't think I brought one with me. I'll check and see, because I know some people are going to say, how does it compare to the little CNHL battery? Well, unfortunately I don't have one with me to tell you guys that. So let me pause this camera on top here. Okay, I look at it this way, that'd be the opportunity to make another video. How does this battery compare to the CNHL? Either way, we just gained 4 miles an hour on 3S. Okay, and it is bitter freaking cold out here. I had no doubt we'd probably picked up more than that if the temperature was better. So let me go ahead and show this on camera. Graphene, Turnigy graphene, 5,000 milliamp, 75C 3S. So now what we're going to do is put in this one's bigger brother. That's what you're all here for anyway, right? This may be a rushed appearing video, and it is a rushed appearing video. I'll go ahead and tell you, it's cold out here. Definitely not the prime time to be doing speed runs, okay? But it is what it is. So here we are, Turnigy graphene, 75C, 5,000 mAh, but 4S. And these guys appear to be some very well built quality batteries, okay? I wish I don't have any right now, but I'm going to reach out to my contact that sent me these and see if they have any shorty packs that I can compare these to. I'd like to compare these right here. And they sent me a more economically priced version of some batteries they have too, and I'll test them at a later date. But I want to see if they offer any of their, and this is such a beefy battery, guys, I'm double strapping it, so just being safe. I want to see if they have any little shorty packs that I can compare against my CNHL Black Series. So we got a 4 mile per hour increase regardless. Now this thing might actually go nuts here in just a second when we throw his 4S voltage to it. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys, you're along for the ride just like I am. Throttle at 100%. Let's go ahead and start that camera. Let's make sure this one's recording when we can. Okay. Well, here we go, guys. 4S. 4S Omni Terminator. 120 amp Gould RC ESC. Full size, what I consider a 10th scale ESC. And we got to hurry up, guys. We got cars coming. And everything else is the same. 24 tooth pinion, everything. So here we go, guys. Here we go. There's half. Full throttle. Woo-woo. Cannot go full throttle, guys, on 4S with them stock tires. I'm not gonna wreck this thing, it's too cold. I wreck this thing going that fast, it's just going to destroy it. Why do that? Let's just get we got plenty of capacity in this battery, so maybe we can let some of this traffic ease by and slowly ease into it. So let's see what we got that first pass, and that wasn't even, I never went full throttle, guys. And those tires are absolutely going bonkers when we tried to go 4S. They were going nuts. So here we go, guys. There's half, three quarter, full throttle briefly. I mean briefly. I'm gonna run it back to us. Half throttle, 3/4, easing into it. Full throttle. Whew. Oh God, tires are scaring me, guys. Just any moment I'm waiting on them to pop. I think this is gonna be some time here, guys, where we need some Armahoons or throw some foams on it, because these tires right here were at the brink of exploding. Camera may not be showing it, picking it up very well, but I'm telling you now, they were about to pop. Let's see what we got. 62, guys. We got it. We got it. I asked you guys if I thought we was gonna pick up to 60 miles per hour over 47. So instead of gaining 13 miles per hour, guys, we gained 15 miles per hour. The ESC, and I wish I could tell you how much I think that is from the battery, but I have not been able to test these batteries yet. I don't really think that's a fair test anyway, guys, to test the little shorty pack CNHL, you know, even no matter how good they are. You know, you're talking a 1,500 mile, oh, I think my 4S are 1,300 miles. So you're talking about testing a 1,300 mile battery against a 5,000 mile battery. That's just, to me, that's not a fair test. Here we go, guys, here we go. Half, half, half. Full throttle, full throttle. Whew. Tires held at that time, guys. As long as the tires hold it, I'll hold it down. It held at that time, so unbelievable. That was a good pass, guys. I don't know, probably the straightest pass I've ever made with this truck so far. Definitely the fastest. So I'm happy. I'm happy as I can be. I was wanting to get to 60, and we've already surpassed that. So let's see what we got this time, guys. Read 62. Well, there you got it. There you have it, guys, right there. Cold out here, guys. I honestly think if it was warmer out here, we might go faster. I know some of you might not think that that temperature plays that big of an effect, but I'm telling you it does. I'm telling you right now, my fingers are cold. It says on my phone right now that it is 36 degrees with a wind chill of 28. So, okay. So far, guys, I got nothing but great things to say about these Turnigy batteries. Turnigy Graphene, 5,000 mAh, 75C 4S. Just sent our almost stock Omni Terminator to over 60 miles an hour, 62 to be exact. And we have surpassed 60. And I know some people's probably gonna come back and say, well, we didn't really learn anything from this last video or this last test. Where did you pick up your gains? Did you pick up your gains from the ESC, or did you pick up the gains from the ESC and the batteries? Well, guys, we picked up 4 miles per hour on 3S. That's the only comparison we could have with the previous test, because we had never run it on 4S before. But our last video, we ran the thing on the CNHL Black Series, little shorty pack 3S, 1,500 mile, and we went 47 miles per hour. All right. I've had a feeling, at least in my opinion anyway, that the little stock 45 amp ESC was holding this truck back, and I really firmly believe that it was. Now we could throw on some Armahoons, which may be our next thing. Put on some Armahoons and then try that, see what we can get, see if we gain anything out of those, because these tires are on the verge, guys, are just separating and coming apart. I'm afraid they're going to do just like the ROG1. I'm afraid they're at the borderline of exploding, and I just don't want to push it. Had a lot of you guys, I asked the question if you thought I should keep pushing it or just go and put the Hoons on there, and you guys suggested I put the Armahoons on there, and that's what I did, and I'm glad I did, because I was riding on borrowed time, actually waiting on them to explode. The parts on the way to swap this over to a 36 millimeter motor. I reached out to Rlaarlo and told them what I wanted to do, so they're shipping me out the 36 millimeter motor mount for this thing. And while we're at it, we're gonna go ahead and once we put, sorry for the sniffles, guys, it's freaking cold here, but anyway, once we put the 36 millimeter motor in this thing, it's going to be a 3650, I'll go ahead and tell you to start out with. We'll probably go up to a 27 tooth pinion, and I think we're pretty much maxed out. Even if we had a 3650 motor in here with, say it was a 3100 kV, we'd basically be doing the same top speed, guys. We might accelerate quicker. It would probably try to wheelie a lot more because of the torque difference of the 3650, but top speed wise, I have a feeling we'd be about the same thing. So there's a lot more tests coming with this, guys. Before I swap the motor out, I am going to compare these batteries, but I can't do a fair comparison with these batteries, guys, with the weather like it is. I hope everybody understands that. And I think couldn't ask for much more, guys. Omni Terminator, completely bone stock, other than a 24 tooth pinion. Stock motor, everything. and all we changed was the ESC. We put a full size, what I consider a 10th scale ESC in here, and just the ESC alone, we went from 47 to 51, so that tells me something right there. And then instead of gaining 15 miles an hour, 13 miles an hour on 4S, we gained 15 miles per hour. Our best before, I'm looking at my notes here, was 47 miles per hour with the C&HL Black Series in the little 3S. And we put this Turnigy 3S in there with this new ESC, and we went 62. So I'm gonna shut everything down, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. I have gained quite a few subscribers over the weekend. I think 27 just in one weekend, so I'm very thankful for that. I appreciate each and every one of you that subscribed. Stay tuned. I know right now this isn't the best content out there because, you know, the weather sucks, guys. There's a lot of guys that have different YouTube channels that can get out here and you know, they can go bash, or they can go, you know, jump, whatever, go to skate parks or whatever they like to do. And regardless, the cold weather is going to affect them the same way, but not as much per se as doing speed runs, because, you know, it really does cut back on the power. I know this is probably one of the worst video closings in the history of YouTube, but it is freezing out here, and I was bound and determined to try to get this test in for you guys, and I think we learned a good bit. I think we learned right out of the gate that stock ESC is the first thing you need to upgrade on the Omni Terminator. I honestly think that. I don't think that battery right there, I may be wrong, but the only way we're going to find out is next time I come back out here, the truck's going to be just like it is, and I'm going to bring the little C&HL black shorty packs, the 3S and the 4S, and we'll compare speeds and see what we get, you know, on 3S. We got 3S with the before with the C&HL, we got 47 miles per hour with them and 51 with these, so we'll compare them, even though I don't feel like it's a fair comparison because there's so much battery capacity and size difference, you know. But, you know, the C&HLs are, you know, rated at 100C discharge, and these are 75. And if you're like me and my buddy Brian, we don't so much put a whole lot of stock into that C rating as much as a lot of people do, because if you look at the stock Rlaarlo battery that comes with this in the ROG1, it ran within 1 mile per hour of my best performing C&HLs. So that'll tell you something, and it's rated at a 35C. So let me know what you think down in the comments, guys. I know the editing, the coverage of this is probably going to be horrible. Hopefully a lot of you watch it and get some useful information out of it, though. I've done the best I could considering the conditions out here. It is freezing cold. I'm looking on my mirror of my truck right now, and it says 34, and my phone is showing 36 now, but it's showing a wind chill of 22. So we got wind gusts today, guys, up to about 23, 24 miles per hour, so I can believe the temperatures. That's pretty close. So let me know, guys, what you think down in the comments. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you all once again for sticking by me and supporting me. I greatly appreciate it, and we'll catch you all in the next one. Till then, God bless America, and most of all, God bless the RC world. Omni Terminator, out.